Hi everyone, Aaron here for Zollotech, and I wanted to show you the Apple Watch, but 2 months or 3 months later. This is the stainless steel version, and I thought we'd do a follow-up just to show you how it's holding up and share some of my thoughts I've had with it, using it every single day pretty much since it came out. Now, if you've followed me at all, you'll know that I actually started with the Milanese loop band, which is the stainless steel kind of chainmail looking band. This is the sport band, and I'll have to say that even though the other band is more expensive and may look a little bit nicer, this band is far more comfortable and much better for daily use, especially if you're using it for activities, things like that. Now you can see here, it looks like it's not linked to my phone at this time, and I'm not sure why. My phone's nearby, but it should be linked to it. But basically I'm running the beta OS of Watch OS 2, and that's a big mistake if you plan to use this regularly, but because I'm doing a lot of reviews and things, I thought it would be worth checking it out. So the first thing I wanted to show you is the hardware and how it's held up. Now the hardware itself, I'm not sure how well you can see this, but there's quite a few scratches along these edges, and most people won't see it in day-to-day use, but just using it every single day, you're going to get this on most watches anyway, but this is stainless steel and it scuffs up a little bit, and even if I polish it here a little bit, wipe it off, you'll probably still see it's got right along this ridge here, or this kind of bend right here, there is quite a few scuffs on the sides, everything around here, around the buttons. It's pretty scuffed up, and this is a pretty expensive watch. It's about $600, $700 if you get the Milanese loop band, and then you can swap these out. You just simply slide these out if you weren't aware of that. But these just pop out, and they've held up pretty well. It stays in there really nice and snug. I've never worried about dropping it or it falling off my wrist or anything. And the stainless steel version is much heavier feeling than the aluminum version. You can see it says this is a 42 millimeter stainless steel sapphire. And the sapphire display has not one scratch on it. And that's one of the things one of the reasons I got this one, is sapphire is pretty much only scratchable by diamond. So as long as you're not bumping diamonds or anything that hard into the screen, you're not going to scratch it. And it's lived up to, I guess, its promise. It has 0 scratches, 0 scuffs whatsoever on the display. So that's really nice. This is also sapphire as well, I believe. And same deal on these little lenses here. You don't really have to worry about it because it's ceramic and sapphire, I think, over these lenses. No scratches or scuffs there. That's pretty much to be expected as far as how it's held up physically. But when we talk about the software, most people, when they ask me what I think of the Apple Watch, and most people call it the iWatch, I have to be honest. I tell them don't buy one. I'll unlock it here and show you. Now it works fine, and I'm not sure why it's not connecting to my phone, but my phone's actually right here, and this usually means that little line there means it's not connected via Bluetooth. But what you can see here is the battery status, the date and time, and it works really great as far as a watch. You raise your wrist, it turns on, you lower it, it shuts off. If you have the beta, definitely don't upgrade to it. That's a big mistake if you're using this every day. And there's really not an easy way to go back on the watch, so that's an unfortunate part of this. Now, the watch faces are nice and they work well, but with this beta, it's really laggy. It'll speed up as they update it. But like this watch face in particular, I kind of like the astronomy one. And as you rotate the dial, it shows the phase here of 1 day, 2 days. Shows the sun and the moon, kind of where it would be basically. And let's go back home. You just hit the button. The overall use of the watch, when people ask me, should I buy it, I always say no, not unless you really, really want it. I really don't find a whole lot of use for it. It's great for the exercise part, and it does keep track of movement, but there's better things out there that keep track better and have better battery life. This works pretty well, and as you can see, it's locking because it's not on my skin, but this works pretty well. The problem is it just doesn't do everything great, and that's one thing that really has disappointed me. Apple is known for having great interfaces and doing everything well that it does. This thing does not do that. Now, being that this is a beta, it's really hard to get it to do what you want because it's a little laggy. But even when it wasn't a beta a day ago, it was fine, but it just sometimes doesn't understand your voice. Sometimes it lags. Sometimes you get a notification after you get it on the phone. or it doesn't come in at all, or it comes in late, and it's really hit or miss. And right now, I don't think it's got a real great reason to use one. But I think as far as holding up, well, I think as far as a watch goes, it's holding up pretty well. The mechanism works fine. I've run it underwater a couple times to clean it out. Apple actually suggests you do that if this wheel gets kind of gunked up, and it has done that once, so I did that. It's held up really well, but right now I'm just not finding it very compelling. But let me know what you think in the comments below. I just wanted to know your take on it, and I'll be updating you as they update it this fall. They'll have the official update out, and we'll talk more about that when it comes out. But let me know what you think in the comments below. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. As always, thanks for watching. This is Aaron. I'll see you next time.